Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just thought I'd bring you down here. This place here is Fenny-Scoles Hall. That there were an old gatehouse, that. Well, this is old Fenny-Scoles Hall. Look at all gates there. You know, this is the way over, folks. Anyway, just bear with me, there's a car coming down. I'll just show you what's around first. Look at that. Look at that there. Isn't that cool? An old gate there. And if you look down there, there's some old railings down there as well, with river running by. Well, anyway, come on, let's get over this wall before any more cars come. Oh, there we go. Anyway, that's the gates that coming in. You notice? Yeah, let's walk a little bit down here. I'll show you these gates here what fell down. In fact, we'll get down to them. Come on, I'll show you. Fenny-Scoles Hall's down there. I'll show you these. I'll show you these railings what are here before we hit the old hall. You we fell then, people. Bum nearly reached the floor. Oh, look at that. Look at that old gate there, sat there. It's sat there. That one at original gates from up top there. We see them ones there with loops. That was one of the original ones, that. Come on. I'll get you up here and show you this place. Now this place, people have documented it before. But when I'd seen them documented it, when I watched them, they missed out quite a bit to this place. So, I don't know how many parts I'm going to be doing it in. But we'll see. See what it gets like. Anyway, this is the old road in this. If you look, so its gates up there. But come on anyway. Don't know what it's going to be like. Not been here for a long time. But on this site here, there's an alum mine. If anybody knows what alum is. It's a bleaching agent. Used to use it for whitening cloth and whitening yarn back in the day. But I'll show you where that is. See, there's a lot of conflicting history about this place. Years and years and years ago, about 25 years ago, I come across some information on this. Now, this information, what I'm going to say, isn't around anymore. Hang on, have you seen that over there? That were an old wash house, that, from alum mine. They used to export them alum from this mine over here, across the old wash house what's there. But that's all what's there now. But at some point I will do it for you, if you can just see it outline up where windows were. Anyway, like I was saying, the information on this place really conflicting, because about 25 years ago, this information, what I'm going to tell you, isn't anywhere on the internet. So I don't know whether to tell you or not, but I will do anyway. Well, anyway, before the Fieldings owned Fenny-Scoles Hall, there were a man and a lady what lived here, and he were an alchemist. Well, anyway, he built the original house before Fenny-Scoles Hall, and he bought this plot of land because it was his and his wife's favourite place. Now that in amongst all information on the internet is roundabout same, and this is why I'm saying it's very conflicting. Well, anyway, what happened were the residents back in the day, I forget what date it were, but back in the day, what happened were there were a lot of people invited him to like lunches and stuff up in Pleasanton, and he never once went to any engagement. They said that he only went to one engagement to complain about the sewage smell coming from the river. But as you know, if you've looked this place up, it also says that about the Fieldings, so it's really conflicting. So anyway, cut a long story short, this guy never aged. He never aged once. And they said that he wore like big crystal rings on his hands, on top of his hands, like really big crystals on top of his rings. And he said that he hardly ate, but he was some type of alchemist. And what happened were, he didn't age for about 40 years. So they thought, this is what it said, they thought that he were bewitched. So what ended up happening were, the full village come down anyway to burn him out, and when they got here, his original house were already a set of flames and him and his wife had left. So that was the old story I got told, but you won't find that on the internet. Look at that tree up there, resting on that tree. Look how dangerous that is. Now this is a dangerous place anyway. So I'm just going to have to watch when I'm coming past that. And get through this bit quickly, I think. I'll come through here quick because a lot of debris come down off these trees here. Look, them trees up there rested on that one there. Well anyway, for everybody who didn't know, that ledge there used to be rope down from that tree there, on that tree. Well, right at back of that there's an opening what goes into old alum mine. Now I've been here when Mountain Rescue have been here in there helping people back out, because once you go in you can't get back out unless you've got ropes, because it's like a limestone surface on inside. It's all wet through. It's really wet, so you can't get any traction on your feet. So if you go in there, you can't get back out unless you've got a lot of ropes and you're into rock climbing and you know what you're doing. So I won't suggest people going in. But anyway, come on. So you have to watch here. There's a lot of trees on overhang like that. But this here, this was the road into Fenniscove Hall. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that little bit of history, what I read about 25 years ago, but it's not there anymore. We're ready from this side, all the way down. It's steep rock faces with big trees right on top. That's where they're dangerous, you see. And like this big guy up here, right on edge, leaning right over. These are like the danger points, these. So come on, we'll get past this quickly. Look, you can see somebody's graffiti there. Very dangerous, this place, if you look. Rocks on them, all the way up. Look, big trees resting on edges at cliffs. Come on, let's get up. Ah, big guy up there. Quite easily come down. You can see where a big limb snapped on it up there. Anyway, come on, let's get you in. So you can just see building coming up just there. So there's quite a bit to see here as well. You can see there where they cut a tree down at some point there, you can just see the end of it. An old stone structure there. Got like a corner that. You see, look. This was it. Look at that. All the way around. I'll take you out front bit in a minute. I'll just point something out here for you. these here, them there, are where it's shown on the videos about this place. This is where people were exploring, in the old cellars down here. Now we'll get to them in a minute. I'll show you this place first. See, I won't be going down that one today. I might go down that one for you, and we'll see what that one's like, because I'm a bit plumpish, me. I don't know if I'm going to get into that one, but we'll see. We'll see anyway. You know, I just thought I'd come here and explore this and document it, like the way I document things. Let's look at this really old building. See, it's since come down a little bit at front since I last come here. Sorry footwind, but I'll give you a look at this from front. Look at its old stone doorway there, which I think's cool. I like the features in it. It's a bit chipped there in the middle. Look at them. This is what's left. You notice? And this was the front. Proper work gone into that, hasn't there? At some point. Well, anyway, I don't know whether to take you up there and show you a few things, or just come on, I'll take you up here first, and then we can always come back to the ruin. I'd like to show you these little bits up here. You know, and it's got its old little cobble road what runs down back of there. But I'll show you that in a minute on the way back down. It's very overgrown here. I wish it weren't. I could show you a few things. See, because there's still a bit of structure up here. You notice that? So some masonry there. Some masonry going right up here. Look, there's stone structures here. See, this was part of the house. You can see some stairs there going up. If you look, these must have been like some kind of rooms at some point. These, notice. Come on, I'll take you a bit further up. If you look, there's stone masonry everywhere. Look, if you notice. Old cobble road here and that. Look there. Stone pillar there with some bolts sticking out of it. But these here, these were old structures, these. I think these were like the servants' quarters and things like that. If you notice. See where they were built up. Come on, I'll show you this top one here. And then we can get back to Fenchcoles Hall itself. Egg post there, gate post. Foundations, if you notice. See, there were other outbuildings, or they're like servants' quarters. But would you say that way? An old chimney, what's gone or what? We'll have a look at that in a minute. Quick cliff faces. And the old Allen mine entrance, there's a field at top of there. If you walk right down the field, you see a grid in the middle of the field. That's the mine entrance. at this old wall. So anyway, the tale I told about this place with the old alchemist, it was before the Fieldings, before they got this land. Look at that big tree up there, right on top of the cliff now, that. In a precarious situation here. I think I better get out this little bit. But that there, I don't know whether it was a chimney or not. Come on, we'll have a look. I like it when I come to things like that where it's been squared out. But no, it just looks like an all-in wall to me. Look how thick the walls are. Some thickness, aren't they? That's how you can tell the properties are old. Still standing the test of time. In the golf ball. See, there's no more structures up there. That's where it takes you up to Farmer's Field. Come on, take you back down here. Look at that there. That cavity at wall down there. What size that cavities? Big them, aren't they? For a wall cavity. You imagine wall thickness, plus the cavity, plus then another wall. It's like that bit up there. I wanted to take you up and show you that. Come on, we'll go up. See that big slab there? That's come off the side of this little structure here. There's a little structure here, I'll show it you. Which I like. That big slab there weren't down like that last time I seen this. But we'll have a look anyway. I'm just checking trees around me. It's like a little stone structure, if you notice. And that big slab there. And I mean that. Well, that there must be 8 feet in length. Or that way. And at least 6 foot that way. So these big things on the roof here. If you look. Got the little stone structure. You could get in here when it were raining. But that there has come off this side here. It like stood in front here. And what you had to do, you had to get in that corner there. But then you could get in. Which I bet it took some building to do this. I bet it did. Come on, I'll get you back down there now. Come on, we'll walk this way. Down this bit, instead of climbing down there. Right, come on, let's get down to Fenniscoles Hall. Just thought I'd show you them bits. Before we start going exploring down like them halls in them cellars. Well, that cellar. 2 different parts, I think, of 3. But there'll only be 2 I'll be able to get down. Because I'm a bit plump. Even though I do a lot of walking. Still plump. There's something else I want to show you. What's a bit of a secret, really. And it's at the back of this house. I'm just hoping the wall's not in the way now. Because farmer keeps coming back out and putting this wall back up, and I'll show you why in a minute. Look at that little place there. Even got ivy going down it still. Anyway, come on, I'll take you in this way. There's another structure there. In front of us. If you look, you can just see opening for a structure there. Come on, we'll have a look at it. Debris. Look at this big tree growing on top of that. And another big ginormous slab. I just thought I'd show you these. This here was an old chimney. This. And this was a structure here. It's all overgrown now. Obviously it's all knocked down. But bear with me. And that were an old doorway, that. When I was younger. It's not now, it's broken. An old doorway. And this was a structure at top. It like you went in the doorway there and you come onto the top of this. Into what this was. Like an upstairs. Got two more old gate posts here. And there's a left down. A length of them. But look at that tree resting up top. Look at the size of that tree. Give you a little look at back here. See where old walls all went round. And old steps. Old steps here what went down. And there was a door there. There was a doorway because this here was another structure. Look at the size of that tree. It is massive. It's huge. And it's growing right on top of a pile of rocks. Come on, I'll show you. That. It's actually growing on top of that pile of rocks there. On top of that. Look at it go. I have to show it you. Look at that. Big old tree. Look at the size of it though. You see we're another structure. Notice. See, when Fieldings had it, they built it and it were a real big place. But the guy before that, it was just like a little home what he built. Look at that. Isn't that something? Anyway, come on. Take you down here. Look at the old doorway there. An old wooden lintel across. Look at that. And that there's on the inside of what used to be the building. Anyway, come on. I'll show you something here. Right, I'm going to say something. To all them people who's explored Fenny-Scoles Hall, I'll let you all into a little secret. Probably what you all don't know. You see this wall here? Can you see where it's newly been concreted? Behind this wall here, can you see where the flat stones are? We'll go along. Right, behind that wall there's a cave what goes right into the stone, right into the back. Because I've been in it when I was a child. The farmer generally comes out and he re-concretes it. Puts all the pieces back on the wall. There's a right little small one here, and just here there's a really big one where you can walk in. The cave is about 10 foot long, about 6 foot high, and it's all like solid rock all the way through. So anyway, I'll show you. But you can see where somebody's tried pulling the wall away there again. But that's where the big one is here. If you look, let's see. You can see that goes right in that. See, obviously somebody else knows about it, and that is why they've pulled them out looking for it. But it's here. It's here. It's just a little small opening at the bottom. That one, and that one's there. Now, not many people know that about this place, but I do, because I've been in that cave. And I would love to get some pictures of it on the inside. I really would. This here, at back here, this were an old cobble road, this. That old gate post. Still with its little cast iron loops onto old gates up. This is the back end of it, this. I'll show you that bit in a minute. But I just thought I'd let you into that little secret, all you people. Yeah, look. See where it's all been replaced. You notice? That there, so you can feel air coming out of that. See, that's where the cave goes, it goes right in. And right up that back there. There is one here as well. But you can see where the farmers replaced all render. If you look on it. See, not many people know that, but I do. And no doubt when I come down again, there'll be a lot of explorers down here, chipping away at that wall just for a YouTube video. Now I won't. Only time you'll see it on my YouTube videos, if it's already open, then I'll go in. I'll give you a little look in this bit. This like was the inside of the house, this bit. You notice? See the cellars underneath here. They're all vaulted cellars, with vaulted ceilings if you look. But we're going down there shortly. He's left a jacket there. Anyway, I think we'll go to a part 2. The part 2 will be going down selling part 2. But look, you can see all timber lines at the floor. And big joist what must have run right along. You notice? Cool, isn't it? Right, I think we'll go to a part 2. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.